Hi, I'm Sam.
And I'm Miguel, and this is the Didn't Anyone Mention podcast. What do you have for me today?
I guess, yeah.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Missed you all.
Yeah, it's been a wild
It's been a wild couple weeks.
for you guys. It's been 2 weeks. For us, it's been a month.
Yeah, I was realizing that when I was trying to figure out the last time we did this.
Yeah,
There's
been a lot going on.
Yeah.
So we'll tell you guys at the end.
Yeah, we'll tell you at the end.
We'll just get right into this episode.
Yeah, and
So stick
we're
around.
so sorry to skip a week on you guys, but
Yeah.
we'll make up for it. I promise. We'll
We
just keep
will.
up with it. But
So what do you got?
I accidentally just said it, Miguel, right
I'm
before.
pretending like I don't know.
But it's Chupacabra.
Oh no, what is that? Never heard of one.
You've never heard of one.
Of course I have. I'm Mexican. Of course I have.
Tell me about it. What is it?
What I know about it is it's a creature that sucks goat blood. That's all I know.
Well, that's what it's translated to, is goat sucker.
A goat sucker?
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe the Greeks got it wrong.
And it actually started in Puerto Rico. It didn't even start in Mexico.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So,
Wow. A
You
goat
guys-
sucker.
so apparently your Mexican heritage just stole it. Just kidding. Apparently there was sightings in Mexico afterwards, but like the biggest sighting / like what made it go crazy was
The movie Chupa on Netflix.
no.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, we watched it together. It was
Yeah.
actually really cute.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Yeah, that's what we
Chupa, no!
recommend. It's super cute. Like it's like a family movie, I think.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's not like a cartoon. It's like live
animation.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live action. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good way. Yeah, it is live action, isn't it?
Isn't that what all the Disney movies are now?
Yeah, they're ruining it.
action.
Dude, side note here. The worst live action I think I've ever seen is Avatar: The Last Airbender live action.
Oh, yes.
My gosh. It is by far still probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
See, and I never saw Avatar.
You've seen the anime.
Not before seeing the live action. So technically, the live action was my first Avatar
Really?
experience.
Wow.
I've
Maybe
never
that's why you never wanted to watch Avatar. the
Yeah,
anime.
it was like, it's based off of this live action movie. It was awful.
Fair
I
enough.
was like, oh, this is kind of there's a lot going on, and it just seemed chaotic from what I remember. But then I did watch it with you, and I thought it was a good little series.
It was. It's one of the few animes I'll watch.
I think that's the only anime I've watched,
Very
unless
few.
you can count Scooby-Doo.
It's an anime.
Really?
I don't
Or
know.
Phineas and Ferb?
No, that's an art. Anyways.
Go back. Yes, so that movie, they are a vampire type creature. I had a couple things that said 1920s, but I have a lot of things that said 1980s, early 90s of when it started to become big.
That's a pretty big spread.
Yeah. So I'm guessing I would go more towards the 1980, because I think it can kind of get mixed in with other lore of vampire-esque things are pretty.
Are there more bloodsuckers out there?
There's lots of blood-sucking things out there.
Like a vampire?
Yeah,
And,
vampire.
Chupacabra.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's like other ones, but also, I'll go more into it.
Okay.
So Maco, Puerto Rico, I want to say that's where, actually, it's a super small town. That's where it started. They said that they saw a dog-like creature. So they're not huge by any means. They are like a dog size, like a
There's a lot of dogs.
coyote-ish size, like not super big.
That
so
helps
like
a lot.
not really big, not really small. A lot of maybe border collie-ish.
Enough where you could punt it, but it might hurt your shin.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd definitely get a bite in or two before you were able to like really kick it hard.
Yeah, real shin punter. Yeah.
Yeah. So, where am I at? I should change my thing to where I can read because apparently I'm getting old and I can't see the small font. Anyways.
You are turning into
I don't
a
even
gilf.
know what happened these last few weeks, but I'm old. I'm very old.
We all know, Sam. We all know. We're here for support.
Besides the dog, like, it said that it had very large fangs, some big old teethers,
Yeah.
red eyes.
Okay, that's classic.
And scaly-ish skin. Not, like, just no fur. Like, you would think, like, a dog would have fur. It's just, like, naked mole rat scaly-ish.
Sounds like a gargoyle to me.
Yeah. If you look it up, I would say that it looks more gargoyle-ish. But it's also, like, super skinny and scrawny.
Okay.
And it's spine, like, throughout all of the...
Do you have a picture of it?
Yeah, I can pull a picture of it. Here, let's pause this real quick.
Okay. And we're back. So, Sam showed me a couple pictures. Pretty much what I got from it, it looks like a naked, oversized coyote, like a pretty muscular coyote, with a fish spine along its back, and it's snarling. That's what it looks like to me.
I mean, of course, all monsters have to be snarling.
Yeah, and then the next one she showed me looked like a fucking alien with claws.
Yeah, and a lot of...
Like an alien head. It looks like a mix between an alien head and a pterodactyl body.
Yeah, a lot of websites I was going on was like, they're aliens. That was like one way what we were going on. That they're aliens and they visit. And because it's Texas, Mexico is like the most common now, New Mexico. And that's where a lot of like alien things happen.
That is true. It is.
So that's what they were like. It's one of their creatures.
If we really think about it, there's so much ocean in the world. If I was an alien, I'd just go to the ocean, come up out of the sea. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this the other day. It's totally off topic. What do you think our next evolution is as humans? So, you know, how we evolved to have stuff.
So funny how you're talking about evolution when we're talking about this. What do you think it, like...
Well, yeah, like...
To say I believe in evolution.
That's crazy.
We've had this argument before. Not argument, but we've talked about this before. Evolution, if it was real or not.
I think it's absolutely real.
And I think adaptation, I don't know, yeah.
I think adaptation and evolution go hand in hand.
I know. So I guess maybe I do believe in it. You're giving me a look. I don't know. Apparently right now, hopefully we'll be getting rid of that gallbladder, you know?
That's actually probably a pretty good guess.
Or
gallbladder or
appendix,
yeah.
Your pancreas
I was about to say.
is pretty important.
Nah.
It's like blood sugar or something.
I had mine removed.
Yours removed. Yeah, I would say gallbladder.
Hold on.
We're not going to get into that topic.
You don't believe in evolution?
Bam.
All right. I'm not going to say it out loud, but to the listeners, scream it. I'm not going to ask you to do it, but they asked me to do it.
They asked you. I'm not saying I don't believe in it. I was just hardwired not to believe in it.
Oh, that our Lord and Savior created everything?
Yeah.
Well, he also created the gays, so you got to love him then.
I do love them.
I love them too.
Yeah. Okay, anyways. You are getting off topic. Okay.
I am.
So, let's go back. We just showed you a picture of Chupacabra.
Oh yeah, Chupa, the movie Chupa. The little guy's so cute.
Yeah.
I would keep him too.
I know. He looks like
Can't blame
almost
him.
like a little like mountain lion, kind of like little ears and like fluffy face, kind of, or not mountain lion, like a lynx or something. Those like little fluffy ones.
Little bobcat almost.
Bobcat, that's what they're called.
Yeah. He looks pretty cute. I would keep him. I understand the movie.
Yeah.
And then the next picture she showed me was like terrifying.
Yeah.
So that's why I have trust issues.
That's the picture. I'm gonna show you this one while we're live.
That is a Tasmanian devil, isn't it?
That is a real picture
That's a real picture of one?
Yes.
Of a chupacabra? What the hell?
I'm going to show you another one.
Dude, these are from trail cams.
Yes.
Holy shit. What the fuck?
Okay, wait. Let me find the other one.
Dude, I just got chills.
So...
Can't they read your mind or something? Don't they come after you if you're being a bad kid?
No, isn't
God, I've been good.
This one was taxidermied.
What the fuck?
I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but this one was taxidermied. I'm pretty sure if you scroll, I bet you can find more pictures of it. Yeah, you can find more pictures of it.
Oh.
But
what the fuck?
If you are curious on what Miguel is looking at, all you have to do is look up Phyllis Cannon. She had about 20-something chickens killed in her, farm or whatever, on her land. And she saw this creature with red eyes, scaly skin, about the size of a dog, and was like, that's the thing that has to be eating my chickens. Sucking the blood. Going for the jugular and just sucking the blood.
Was it?
Yeah, so somebody, so she's telling people about this, and their neighbor was like, hey, actually, I hit it or someone hit it with their car, and it's like on the side of the road. So she's like, well, I want it. It's the Chupacabra. Because she thought it was the Chupacabra. This lady is like a scientist of like animals. She knows all animals. She like did time in Africa. She knows her animals. And she had never seen this before. And she was like, this is the Chupacabra. She sent it off to a lab. Didn't match anything. No animal. To a university that had every species known to man. It didn't show up anywhere. She sent it off to multiple other universities. Still didn't show up anywhere.
What the hell? Really?
Yes. All conclusive.
That's fucking crazy, actually.
What it came back as, after they pulled it apart and stuff, it's pretty much a straight mix between, I want to say it's called a Mexican wolf and a coyote in it bred. So technically, it is a normal creature. Like, it's a normal animal that bred with another one. We just hadn't ever seen one before.
But you said if it started in Puerto Rico, or if that's where the myth started.
Yes. So, and there's not Mexican wolves over there, right? Because that's, like, in Mexico. Like, that's where they got their name from. They're native to Mexico. And then coyotes, which are pretty common for the U.S. I don't know if they're in Puerto Rico, but...
I bet they do have them. Because,
like,
land moved.
Yeah. She's like, hey, I mean, I don't know. So when they asked her that, they're like, I don't know. Well, they figured out, they're saying, like, oh, this is a new breed. Technically, it could be the Chupacabra. She, like I said, knew a lot about animals. And when animals, especially, this was in Texas, by the way, where she found this. Most predators out in Texas usually take their like animals to eat later. When they just are drinking the blood, usually they have a deficiency. So just like pregnant women, when they're like craving something so salty or they just need something so bad, like it feels like they physically, like they'll wake up in the middle of the night and feel like they need it. It's because they're missing something. They need something for your body to be nutritious. And it's usually just heightened when you're in pregnancy because you're doing it for two people. It's the same concept for animals. They naturally are eating what they need, like nutrition wise. And blood holds a lot of nutrients, so it will try to do that.
So what do they know what it is?
They don't know what. But other ones that they have been like coyotes with diseases, because they found other ones that look pretty much just like this, and it's like malnourished, like disease ridden, like coyotes. So are chupacabras real, or are they malnutritioned,
that would make sense,
sick coyotes? That's why you would see their spine so well.
Yeah.
And
that makes sense.
And
that makes
if
a
you
lot of
look
sense.
at that creature, it has blue eyes. So those animals have blue eyes. And if you look at cameras, for anybody with blue eyes, they always end up having red eyes. Anytime you flash a light.
With any eyes?
With any eyes, but especially blue for how it reflects off. So, that would make sense on why. Well, you don't always see it for everyone, but with blue eyes, it's like pretty that like you can see those. But that's why they think that's where you can explain the red eyes, the scaly's fine, and then why it doesn't have any hair or anything is because it's like a
malnourished, diseased.
Yeah, it's malnourished, it's diseased. It's the only thing with this one is it has, I don't know if it showed its butt on there, but she was like, it has a whole bunch of extra skin that doesn't make any sense to have for this thing, because it like kind of has skin bunched up by its head and neck.
Yeah.
So they don't know why that is. And it also has like super hard calluses on its butt. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it looks like calluses on its like what would be their like hip bone or their butt bone.
I don't see that anywhere.
That one was on a video that I watched, but they are creepy. So, are chupacabras real? Are they not?
They do look pretty...
They look pretty creepy.
They do. Well, dude, we have to share this on the Instagram. We actually have.
Yeah.
That is...
They look creepy, and people do say that they've seen them walk on two legs, but other people say they haven't.
I'm not even going to say that word right now.
Mm-hmm. If you listen to our other ones, or go back listen to a couple... I don't even know which one it is, but...
I don't even want to say the word.
It could be those two, yeah. But... Yes.
It's 2 words. SW. That's all I'm going to say. I don't even want to say it.
We're not saying it. Especially last night when you said I heard a voice. That freaked me out, thanks.
I did hear a voice.
Yeah. More likely over the freaking monitor. Or outside. We have neighbors.
Yeah, it's probably outside.
Because we go to bed at like 8 o'clock.
Hey, you don't have to tell everybody that.
Oh, okay.
I tell people I stay up till 10:30.
I stay up till 10:30. You stay up till about 8:45.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
At least you know where I'm at.
Yeah.
That is quite the turn of events, I gotta say. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
When you told me.
When I found this lady, I was like, gosh darn it. That makes so much sense.
Did you find any lore behind the Chupacabra?
Lore... Not really. It's just like it was encounters, and then I kept on getting down an alien hole, and alien holes are deep.
They're
deep, so I was trying to avoid them because I was like, I don't want to go, because then I didn't want it to be like a 2-hour freaking one, because it would have been a lot to go into.
Alien holes are deep.
Yeah.
That's why they inspect ours. That's why they probe us.
But, I know, I was thinking about cute old little Chupa.
That movie came out 2 years ago.
Did it?
This lady found it in 2007.
Yeah.
So obviously the research team didn't do a very good job.
Well, I think they were trying to make it a kid movie, so I don't think I would want a creepy, practically giant-sized naked mole rat creeping around.
We have... The Incredibles.
You think...
The Underminer.
That was a good one. You came up with that one really good. I would not have thought of that.
Just the way my mind works, baby cakes.
The other thing I think this is what chupacabras are.
I think so too.
If there's something a little bit different or a little bit more malicious, I think it might be Exhibit A from earlier talking or something else. But this... She found a different breed.
Yeah, that makes sense. The stripes of the body was surprising.
Mm-hmm. Well, then
it looks like the fur fell off. Maybe, especially it makes sense if it was diseased.
Yes.
Like who knows what kind of creature you'd walk up on if they're making like I don't want to say imperfect, but like.
Well, it's hard because we don't. It's hard to. I don't want to say this in the wrong way. Sometimes things, like when you make new, like when you make a baby or make new life,
Uh-huh.
sometimes they're not supposed to mix. That's why we don't have like incest or something.
Why does that sound wrong? Don't fuck your brothers
no,
and sisters.
But like,
That's pretty simple to say.
Well, I don't know. I was pretty blatant with it, so I was like, yeah, don't do that because that's like asking for health issues.
Not only that, but it's
then I'm like
illegal.
But then I'm also, but what I'm also saying is, are West or Mexican wolves and coyotes that similar that it is kind of like humans to where it's bad? Like, how do we have, like, I mean, look at the pug. That was bred into existence.
Right.
And it has so many health issues.
Right.
It, like, shouldn't be alive.
Right. And it wouldn't be alive if we left the face of the earth. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So, or pigeons. Have you heard that one? That we domesticated pigeons and we pretty much ruined them.
Yeah.
So, it's just, especially without any
or that's
human
what the government
help.
wants us to think.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just, watch out for those eyeballs to shatter.
Wait, so you think...
I'm just thinking it had no human help.
Right.
I think we make things perfect or let things work when maybe they aren't supposed to in the natural order of things.
So maybe this is just a step in evolution, right? So like you're just gonna keep breeding and breeding until one of them actually works out. Yeah. And then they're gonna find a partner that works out, and then bam, just like that, you have a strong breed.
Exactly.
A mix between a Mexican wolf and a coyote. It might take millions of years, but
exactly, and that's what, like, even back in the day, people were like, "Oh, this is a good family." Like, you got to keep it loyal. But then, at what point does it turn crappy? Is this the turning crappy, or is this working itself out to make it better? Also, it's in the middle of the desert, which is already harsh living. That's rough.
Yeah. I did. Is that all you have for this episode?
That was
okay. For those that only wanted to listen to the episode, this is the end of the episode. Thanks for tuning in. We're just going to have a little bit of talk here at the end. I've been enjoying doing that, so we're going to keep it going.
Yeah.
I wonder, so I know... What am I trying to say here? I know when times get tough for certain breeds or certain animals, they'll just try to breed with anything because I think...
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I didn't even think to look if one of them were going extinct or if one of them was
not
getting
even extinct.
Pushed out.
Yeah, but like pushed out or...
I didn't even think about looking for that.
I think for a lot of animals, us included, like our primary purpose is to reproduce, to keep ourselves going, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not trying to get philosophical and say you're not supposed to be a doctor or whatever it is. Like, be a doctor. I don't care.
No, yeah. Do whatever you want to do. Like, this is literally choice.
Yeah. You have a choice to have a kid or not.
Yeah.
But we are only here because of our ancestors. And they're all doing the same things we are. Yeah. Like, their primary purpose... It sounds morbid when I say it like that. Their primary purpose was to reproduce. And
that's why I think legacy is so important. Or that's why it can feel like, oh, I just want to see my kids do well. Like, I just want... You naturally are like, oh, I just need to leave my mark on the world. Right. And I think that's such a natural thing to want. To where how you do it is just... That's... Like, because, lots of famous people or lots of important people didn't have kids. So I don't even think it's necessarily kids, but just, like, leaving something.
That is true. You think...
I just think we have a little bit more of humanity where animals don't have that part.
You don't think so?
I don't know if... Well, humanity. Human.
Well, like, what part of humanity?
Where... I don't know. The ethic part, the right or wrong part,
I think that's learned more than anything.
I guess.
Because what you're wrong, right, is killing another person, right? For most people, it's killing another person. But for like let's say a bear out in the woods, he sees another bear dying, starving, kills him for himself. Is that wrong for that animal to do that?
Have you not heard of people who have killed each other to live in the mountains?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
So
I guess we also don't have to be put in those positions as an animal anyways, because we've domesticated ourselves, essentially. Not
Right.
domesticated, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, no. Yeah, if you're trying to say like civilization makes us different, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think a lot of our right and wrongs are learned and
Mm-hmm.
kind of instilled in us.
Mm-hmm. Even though sometimes it feels pretty natural, because having a kid and seeing what they do, you're like...
It's like a universal thing, right?
Yeah, you're like, how are they already... Like, they automatically want to do certain things.
Yes.
And
isn't that crazy?
You're like, is that from us? Or is that just naturally?
Right. And then you
like,
wonder...
I think feeding. I think that's something...
Right when they're born, they know how to suck on a nip.
Yeah, well, yes and no. So what I'm saying is, not even a full year, right? And she wants to feed you because you have fed her.
Yeah, that's pretty cool
to see.
That
is crazy to me. Like, then I'm like, that's when nature versus nurture comes into my brain all the time, where I'm like, is this because she's like, oh, they do this. They do this for me all the time, and it makes me feel good. I'm going to do it for them. Yeah. Like, is that thought fully there, or is it...
Wow, I've never thought of that.
I've thought about it, but yeah, that is... So then I'm like, okay, well, naturally... But then you have, like, some animals that naturally just leave their babies. Like, sea turtles, bro. They just come up to the beach, lay, like, 100 eggs, and then are like, dip, see you later. Hopefully you make your way back to the ocean.
I'll see you in time, Brother Bear.
Okay.
May the tides be in your favor.
But that's just, I don't know. I don't know how you could do that. But...
Well, I don't think you're a sea turtle.
That's what I'm saying.
Really hope not.
There's something I need to tell you.
No way.
No,
that's a dolphin.
I didn't know what sounds turtles made.
Now that I think about it. Remember that one video?
Oh my gosh. I was obsessed with those vines it was in the song.
The turtle, yeah.
The turtle that was like... Oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was obsessed with that turtle. It was the funniest vine I've ever seen in my life.
Nature versus nurture.
Oh, no,
it's an interesting topic.
Yeah.
I liked when I was in college in my education classes, we spent a lot of time talking about nature versus nurture.
That would make sense, though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you would see that the most at that, like, in kids.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, technically all these kids are getting the same education.
But
same ages.
They all go home to different things.
But they all go home to different things. They all turn out so different.
Yeah.
So I could see how that's...
Yeah, it always led to good discussions.
Yeah. I got on this just because we went to Mexico.
Oh, I believe it.
I wanted to find something Mexico.
Oh, yeah. Related. Our cruise. We are going to, if you've listened this long, we're going to release a bonus episode about our cruise experiences.
Yeah.
It was a good time. We spent a week out there.
Yeah. So if you're, like, curious on, like, do you do a cruise? Do you not? Or if you just want to, like, hear us talk, then...
A couple weird things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a handful.
Some real good things. So, anyways, check it out.